French President Emmanuel Macron opened the Copenhagen summit with a bold warning. Europe must build its own shield of defense through a new Europe of Defense initiative.
Yes, first of all, our work will be dedicated to support Ukraine and Europe of defense, two essential issues on which we have pushed a lot. And then there is the development of a Europe of defense. We have equipped ourselves with new capacities, with these exceptional loans that we are collectively ready to make to support programs of defense, a program called SAFE, with a European preference which was a taboo until now.
Macron's sharpest strike came at sea, exposing Russia's ghost ships, a hidden shadow fleet, moving banned oil and funding Putin's war effort.
And we have between 600 and 1,000 ships that circulate like this and that, allow Russian hydrocarbons to run, including when they are prohibited. It is the fight against these famous ghost ships, which represents tens of billions of euros for the budget of Russia, which finances, according to our collective evaluations, 40% of the Russian war effort.
The Kremlin was quick to hit back. Spokesman Dmitry Peskov dismissed France's investigation into the Boracay tanker, branding it an act of provocation. Peskov then escalated further, slamming Europe's plan to redirect frozen Russian funds into Ukraine. He called it outright theft and warned of retaliation.
We're talking about plans to illegally seize Russian assets. In Russia, we simply call it theft. Anyone carrying out such actions, both individuals and countries, will be prosecuted by Russia, and similar initiatives will negatively impact the European banking system and investments.
But Europe is pushing ahead regardless. Brussels is moving toward a $140 billion reparations loan for Ukraine, backed by Russian state assets frozen across EU institutions.
The law states very clearly that the fundamental principle of international law is the obligation to compensate for the damage caused. Russia is currently causing enormous damage in Ukraine. It is not right that anyone other than Russia should pay for this.
Back in Copenhagen, Macron reassured Denmark, pledging support with air defense systems after Russian hybrid threats. He said Europe must adapt to drones, disinformation, and shadow operations.
But I think our Navy did its job, and it was a very important operation. Now it's under the control of our justice. And this is the best evidence of the fact that in the Baltic Sea, in the North Sea, in the Atlantic Ocean, in the Mediterranean Sea, you have a lot of vessels precisely being part of this shadow fleet.
Macron closed with a note of caution. He warned Europe is in a confrontation marked by hybridity and must be both strong and careful to avoid escalation.